Okay, so the volume of prisms. Okay, the volume of a prism is whatever shape you have at the front, which is all the way through and through. So if you look at the example that we have there, that looks like a little kidney bean or something. It's a kidney bean all the way through the shape. Okay, and we got other shapes well here. We got a triangular prism here. That's a triangular prism. It's a triangle all the way through, like a Toblerone. We got here a trapezium prism, trapezoid. Now that one's again, it looks like a rubber that you buy from the shop. So it's the same trapezium, or sorry, a parallelogram, sorry, all the way through. Okay, here's the trapezium, sorry. Got mixed up. So it's a trapezium all the way through. We have a circle all the way through. We won't be actually using this one today at all. So the most basic part of the volume of prisms is this formula here. Let's change the color. So we have two components of volume. If you want to look at the volume of a prism, you need to look at the area of the face at the front. They call that the cross section. You can also call it the face as well, this bit here. So the kidney bean shape there, that shape. And then you multiply by how long that shape is. So them are the two components that we have when you're working out the volume. So the volume can be done actually quite simply. It's just is two numbers multiplied by each other. The area of the front face or the area of the cross section multiplied by the length. And it can be as simple as that. Or it can get a bit more exciting when we start putting formulas in for the area because they haven't told us what the area is. So for a triangle, it is based on by height divided by 2. For the parallelogram, it is based on by height, perpendicular height. And for the trapezium, or the trapezoid, it will be the area, it will be the, you add up the parallel sides, divided by 2 and times it by the height, I'll give you the area. I don't know why that comes up sometimes. You know the menu? I haven't touched it. You just, there you go, touch it now.
Because if you
Double tap, why didn't double tap? Okay, let's get cracking with some questions. Actually, we're going to come back to these questions in a bit. Let's do the easier questions first. So I need everybody just to forward it a bit. Forward it a bit. Up to D. Yes.
page.
The page is moved.
I can only see the right bit of it.
Why is that?
You can't even see the shape.
No, because as I'm moving, maybe some text is lag on it. What's it say on top? Is it volumes of prisms?
Volumes of prisms. Or of prisms.
Show me the screen. Show me the screen. I can't see from there. I can't see through my screen. Okay, let me ask the class. Okay, I think the internet. Tell me when it comes back on. Look at your.
Yeah,
still stuck. Okay, folks, can I have some feedback, please? Someone said that the screen is stuck on a corner of some place. It's not even moving. Okay, so can we have a?
Oh, I can move it.
Have you been zooming in and out of it? Okay, so can you see my screen now? Volumes of a prism.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got some technical problems here. Yeah, Salma?
I didn't do it.
Show me now. Yeah, because you've zoomed out. Oh my days. Surrounded by them. Yeah. Have you watched that movie called The Muppets? Silly.
No.
Yeah. Remind me of this moment just now. Okay, right. Let's have a look at these volume questions. Okay, right. So we're gonna have somebody come and join us. Okay, let's have Ariana. Right, the volume of a prism. So we move to exercise D on purpose because that uses the very basic format of the volume of prism without us having to work out areas because the area has been given to us. So Ariana, so what do we start with first?
Do you do 60 times 4?
Okay, do you think there's something that we have to do before that? What do we always start a question with, Ariana? You kind of jump straight into the calculation. Do we normally start maths with calculations? I'll give you a clue. Here's the clue. Volume equals something. They're not looking for an answer, they're looking for a what? Okay, let's give you a little clue. Let's go back a few pages and okay, that bigger pink rectangle is a what? Volume is? Okay, I only want you to read what's on the screen. Look at the pink part of the screen, the pink rectangular part. Volume of a prism is?
Area of the section times by the length.
Right, so you've gone step 2 and you missed out step 1. So when you start a mathematical question, if you have a formula, you write the formula down first. So volume equals what? Is the area
Times by the length.
Times by the length. So we say the area of the, you can even use the area of the face, because I call this the face of the shape, but the mathematical name for this part here is called cross section. Okay, so we can keep it to cross section in small writing. So the area times by the length. So this is called our what? What do you call this part here that you just told me? The rule is called what? It is called a, Sully? Formula, well done. So Ariana, you've just given me the formula, so you got to know what you've given me there. It is the formula. Now you can feed the answers. Give me the values that can go to the formula. The area has been labeled on the diagram and has been given a number as well. So we need to start putting numbers in now.
Do you do 60 centimeters?
So area equals 60, lovely. And what's the length?
4.
4. So what's the volume then?
240.
Okay, 240 biscuits.
Centimeters.
Okay, centimeter is a length, it's a perimeter. Okay, it's not a volume. So centimeters, I'll take centimeters off you because that's correct, but you're missing something that goes over here.
Is it the little 3?
It's a little 3. Well done, madam. So let's get rid of the box and put a 3 in there because the volume has centimeters to the power of 3, which means length times by length times by length 3 times, because that's what it is, because the area is twice, the length is once, 2 at 1 is 3, so the volume always has a unit with a little 3 in the top corner. Fantastic. Okay. Well done, Ariane. Let's do one more question together. Next question. Go.
So you've got to do the area times by the length.
Okay, what's this part called?
The formula.
The formula. Fantastic.
So you need to do 3 times by 18.
Fantastic. So this is the very simplest format of a volume question where they actually give you the area. So what's 3 times by 18?
54.
Okay, 54 books.
Centimeters.
Okay, 54 meters. Remember, look at the original questions. It starts with meters. So it won't always be centimeters something. So what about, is that finished now? 54 meters?
With the little 3.
So that we say 54 meters cubed, or 54 meters to the power of 3, which is volume. Okay, are you happy with those 2 questions now?
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay, lovely. Thank you. Okay, Ariane, you can mute up now. Okay, now, I hope you're happy with these 2 questions, folks. So the volume of any prism, where they give you the area of the cross section, which is the end piece there. Remember, this is the end piece they're giving you. Okay, which is this part. If I was to highlight it, let's get an orange. So this bit here is really this bit here, which is that bit there, which is this bit here, which is that bit there. So that's what they're starting with. So it doesn't really matter what shape it is, as long as they give you that front face bit part, which is the cross section. As long as they give you that cross section, then as a value, then you can feed that value straight into your formula. So we have now 3 questions left on the sheet. So I need everybody to start off with a formula. the values, the answers, and the units. So those 4 components are required for each of the next 3 questions. So I'm going to give you to do the next 3 questions 2 minutes, starting from now, with the formula, values, answer, units, all of it. Remember, it's a maths lesson, not an answer lesson. Go. So, Musa, join me on this question, please. Musa, go.
Right.
Second,
So the third question.
Yeah, volume equals?
It equals 45 meters cubed.
Okay, you mean area times by the length. Is that what you mean first?
Yeah, area times by length.
What's the area?
The area is 4.5, and then you times it by 10, which is the length. And
Gives you what?
that gives you 45 meters cubed.
That's right. Meters to the power of 3 or m to m cubed. That's fine. That's lovely. What a beautiful answer. It's the area of the front face times by the length, how long it is. Excellent. Okay, so that's the, what about the next one? Are you humming, Celine? Stop humming. You're affecting the video. So go on, the next one.
So you do area times by length. The area is 45 centimeters. 45.
Yeah.
And the length is 2.5. And the answer, if we times those 2, it is 112.5.
Okay, it's 112.5. Okay, if you want to break that question down, we could do 45 times by 2, which is 90, yeah?
Yeah.
And then 45 times by the 0.5, which is a half. And a half of 45 is going to be 22.5. Is that what you got?
Yeah.
And then you add them up. What does that give you?
That gives you 112.5, isn't it?
Fantastic, Mr. Man. Well done.
Right.
Well done. 90 at 22.5 gives you 112.5. Excellent. Next question.
So what you do now, you do area times by length.
Volume equals area of the cross section times by the length. The cross section is the shaded area at the front, which is orange.
Yeah.
Okay, lovely.
So you do 2.5 times by 7.
Okay, so you do 2.5 times by 7.
And then after you do that, the answer should be 17.5 meters cubed.
So 2 times by 7 is 14, and a half times by 7 is 3.5. So the final answer is?
The final answer is 17.5 meters cubed.
17.5 meters cubed. Well done.
So I got all of them correct.
Fantastic. Very nice.
By the way,
so this is volumes in its more in basic raw form, nice and basic. Volume of a prism is the area times by the length. Fantastic. Okay. Now we have some here reverse volume questions, which are nice questions. Again, still based on the basic formula. So let's have Mr. Idris come and join me now.
From where?
What do you start with first?
The volume, area times length.
The area of which part?
The area is the shaded part.
Area of the shaded part, which is called the cross section. Okay, now what is the volume in the question?
The volume is 70 meters.
So under the volume, you put 70. Sorry, stop it. And then under the area, what do you put under the area?
You put 20 centimeters squared.
Okay, don't put the units in there. Don't worry about the units. Okay, now, what do you put for the length?
The length you put.
Length. We don't know the length. That's the bit that we're trying to work out. So, how do I work out the length from there? Then Idris, complete the question.
You do.
Come on, we've done algebra before. Come on, Idris. Show off some of your algebra skills. Go. Opposite of?
Opposite of times is divide.
So opposite time by 20 is?
Divide by 20. Times
Okay.
100 over 1.
So that gives you what?
Length 3.5 meters, which equals the length.
Fantastic, Mr. Man. Well done. So this is a question where part of the answer, they're giving you the answer, but part of the question is missing. So we're using the same formula, putting the numbers in slightly different places and trying to work out the missing number by using algebra methods. Opposite of times is divide. It's called inverse operations. So 70 divided by 20, we divided by 10, top and bottom gives you 7 over 2. 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. Okay, Sully, you can do the next question, please. Okay, thank you for that, Idris.
So for the next question, you have to write the formula volume equals area time by length.
Okay, give me a second. So area of the face of the front.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the area we're talking about. Always start with the formula. No matter how clever you think you are, yeah, and how much you think you're related to Einstein, you still write down the formula. So, you can start giving me some values now, please.
So the 770
Goes where?
underneath the V.
Underneath the V. Well done. Put the answer in. Excellent. Next.
Then you write 770 equals
Whoa. Yeah, that's what we did say.
7 times
Whoa. What's the area?
area is.
We don't know.
I don't know it yet.
We don't know it yet. Okay, what's the length?
The length is 7.
Okay, so we know everything apart from the area. We don't know the area. The area we don't know. It's a question mark here. But we do know the length. We do know the length and we know the volume, which we put in. So how do I work out the area? What do I do, Sulaiman, with the time by 7?
So you do 70 divided by 7.
So opposite time by 7 is? So it's 770 divided by 7 is equal to the area. So what's that equal to?
110.
So 110 what?
110 centimeters cubed.
Centimeters squared, because it's an area. Yes, slow down. Don't get ahead of yourself, young man. Yes. We're done. So in these particular questions, we're doing exactly what we've done in the last question, but we're doing a little bit of extra bit of rearranging. So that's the end of our examples for you. Now you need to try some questions. Okay, so there's 2 questions here for you guys. I'm going to leave the other questions on the same page so you can see everything together. So I need the students now to have a go at this question here and this question here. Remember, we're doing maths lesson, not a answer lesson. So I want formula, values, rearranging, answers, and units. Go. 2 minutes, starting from now. Okay, let's go back to recording. Suleiman, let's go. Right, there's your question, Suleiman. No, actually, I'll tell you what, you've already answered my question, haven't you, Suleiman? Okay, let's have Mr. Ayan. Ayan, off you go. Question.
So you do volume,
Go on.
area time by length.
Okay, volume equals the area of the cross section. The cross section time by the length. So cross section just means that front shaded part. That's all it means.
Okay.
Okay, and then?
And then under the volume V, you write 750 equals area 15 meters, 15 centimeters.
Good, and then?
Time by L.
Time by L. So the L is the one that we don't know. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, lovely. Now, how do we work out L?
So you do 750 divided by 15.
Because the opposite time by 15 is?
Divide by 15.
So if we set it all up over here,
It's
okay,
50.
now how do we cancel?
So 70.
So you divide that by 15. How many 15s go into 75?
4, 5,
And then the 5 and the 0 together make how much?
50.
And the unit is?
50 centimeters.
50 centimeters. Bit of cancelling, bit of basic maths. Opposite times is division. Get it cracking. Well done. Okay, thank you for that, Ayan. Right, let's have a...
Yeah.
Okay, Aisha, can you come and do the last question with me, please? Come on, Aisha. Unmute yourself. Don't feel shy, Potter. You can do it. Okay, I think Aisha's feeling shy. Okay, let's have Aliza. Aliza, jump in, please. Volume equals?
The volume equals 1000.
Whoa, volume, give me the formula first.
The formula is length time, 10 meters times by area.
Area time by length. So when you give me the formula, don't put any numbers in straight away. So the volume, because the area of the cross section, the front part, which is shaded. Okay, the area of the cross section. Okay. Okay, so give me some values now.
1000 equals area times by 10.
So we don't know the area, but we do know the length, and we do know the volume. So we put all those in the right place. The volume under the volume, the length and the length. So how do I work out the area now?
You have to do the times 10 and put it into divided by 10.
Because divide by 10 is the inverse of time by 10, and we want to get A by itself. So what is 1000 divided by 10?
100.
Is 100.
So then the area is 100
Boom, take them off. So the area is 100 what?
meters square.
Fantastic, lovely. Okay, folks, mashallah, you've done a lot of work there. You've done a lot of good work there. Okay, we've run slightly over today. That's because, I don't know, I think our revision part in the beginning took a bit more time. Okay, so we've done some nice questions on volumes. Okay, now, there's some additional questions over here, which got decimals in it, which are similar to what we've just done. So I've made some extra questions up by changing the numbers. So they're in the back. Okay, so now, what we're going to do, inshallah, tomorrow, for those of you doing the 11 plus program, we will go through the more advanced questions tomorrow, because we don't really have much time to do them today. Advanced questions where you actually got to work out the areas, and we've got some more exciting questions there, really exciting questions, and maybe we can catch up with those for the Wednesday group next week, inshallah. So now for homework, let me explain to the students what you have to do for homework for those who are in the maths class. If you're in the Wednesday's maths class only, then what you need to do, you need to do this page. You need to do all of this page after it's been reprinted for you. You need to do all of this page. You need to do all of this page. You need to do this page as well. Okay, you need to learn this formula. Okay, you need to then do this page for homework.
Right.
And this page for homework.
Right.
And this page for homework.
All right.
And this page for homework.
All right.
Okay, that's it.
All right.
So, yes, so everybody, please make sure when you do the students who are only in the Wednesday math class, you do all those pages which have got a tick on it. And for those who are coming back tomorrow, inshallah, we will do that, the other questions with them. Okay,